Hello. Today we're talking about screen addiction. What is screen addiction? Screen addiction is nothing but any action or that creates a negative outcome due to the excessive use of technology. And this can be normally subdivided into four main categories. This which include problematic internet use, computer addiction, internet dependency, and compulsive internet use. And these four are normally caused by the above mentioned the technologies that are present today, which include video games, pornography, social media, online gambling, texting, and just auctions. But auctions also include e-commerce or just sales in general. So video games. Video games are present in our modern society and have been getting a lot of hype. And the technology normally rewards the human the longer he spends, an individual, the longer he spends on it by giving him a faster uh, or giving him a higher level item by increasing his level or by decreasing the difficulty of the game that he's playing. By doing so, it incentivizes the human or the individual to play for a longer duration of time. Humans normally get into playing games for various reasons, which include, just stress relieving or for competitive purposes or just for entertainment. But as they play for a longer duration of time and they try and they win or increase levels, the dopamine is released, which makes them want to experience the same thing again, which increases the time they spend on the application. Similarly, social media. In this case, machine learning algorithms are present, which have access to the user's previous history, and so they provide specific feed. In case of Instagram and Facebook, they provide specific feed that has a higher probability of the user spending longer time on the application on. And as a result, this increases the time for the user by a technical perspective. But as a humans use social media generally to increase their digital presence and to have an online presence, but as this is important in the modern society. But by spending some time on the application, they are forced to spend an increasing amount of time, as thus that may increase their post's natural reach or number of people the post reaches, and this creates an incentive for the users to stay a longer duration of time than it actually intended to stay. Text in the recent years, texting has not developed in the form of technology, as in the sense of improving the form of communication, but it improved it reduced the cost of communication to a certain extent that it can be assumed that it's almost nothing. Because with the use of internet, the humans or individuals can communicate over long distances without the cost of the communication that existed previously. And this means that without any opportunity cost except time, humans can interact with other individuals, and this resulted in them in talking about lot different or wider variety of topics that they haven't previously considered um, communicating on or using technology. This obviously increased their screen time and just digital technology usage in the recent years. Finally, any form of visual media, such as photos, videos in the sense such as anime, um, dramas, television, but just online, recently has seen a very spike in increase due to the increase in due to the pandemic and increased free time for individuals. And the technology has allowed a wider variety or dynamic audio usage and a better visual effects. This makes the experience more immersive. And humans, by watching these visual experiences for academic or entertainment purposes, it allows them to forget about their worries for a few uh, for the time duration that they're experiencing this, and this has recently led to a very huge increase in consumption of technology. And now I'm handing over the slides to my teammate.
Your journal titled Effect of Technology Addiction on Academic Success and Fatigue Among Turkish University Students. First edition, published on February 26, 2019, by Weinstein Publications. Harvard research stated that 9.8% of students have internet addiction risks, while internet addiction was detected in 0.7%. Compared to students showing no addiction symptoms, students who have internet addictions category were found to have lower academic success averages and higher fatigue levels. It was found that smartphone addiction of students alone explained 5.8% of the total variance in fatigue levels, while the internet addiction of students alone explained 6.8% of the total variance in fatigue levels. Although internet addiction is relatively low in this study, it harms the academic success of internet addiction students. Fatigue and technology addiction increase at the same time, suggesting that internet addiction may be a predator of fatigue. Educational initiatives help raise awareness of a negative relationship between technology addiction and academic success and its impact on physical and mental health. A study published in House in Psychology on March 2nd found that about 40% of college students are addicted to smartphones. The CNBC article, which mentioned the research, defines mobile phone addiction using smartphones as more than 5 hours a day, lack of control over how much time is spent, feeling bad about not giving a phone call, or losing life activities due to mobile phone addiction. In a study titled College Students and Screen Time on Digital Device during COVID-19, Dr. Joyce Kincaid, faculty mentor from Utah State University, found that 54% of students use their digital device 50 plus hours a week, while 77% of students wish they could reduce their screen time. 54% have never set up time limits or scheduled downtime to try and implement less screen time. 70% of students believe screen time is productive and a way of social networking. We have agreed that social media and technology in general are highly addictive and an integral part of modern society. Therefore, total removal of technology is practically impossible in modern society without its backlashes in academic success and lose of ability to communicate with each other. It is a need for college students to use technology as it has become an integral part of education. As colleges focus on training students to build industry-leading skills, a strong understanding of the usage of technology is necessary. Therefore, it is better suggest to limit usage of technology and increase activity that involves outdoor movement to detox from screen addiction. Another solution to this may include allowing for screen time or technology usage to be reduced periodically so that students can continue working remotely while reducing unnecessary screen time use. Therefore, any solution that is to be given should also satisfy these requirements. Keep in mind the discussion above. We decided to create a new feature for the existing operating system with the inspiration of the design in the iOS battery settings. This feature allows users to check the screen time of the device as well as screen time for each application. Similarly, it has a feature to send notifications if daily or weekly screen time exceeds the limitations. We decided to create a feature that offers an opportunity for users to track their screen time and set a notification to notify when a predefined time limit of screen usage has exceeded. With Time Flex, it is possible to set a notification for both the use of screen time and for specific apps so that the user can take personal steps to reduce their screen time use, instead of defining a time limit. Moreover, Time Flex offers a parent edition that allows the parents to set app limits for their children. The parents can choose to turn on the app notification to receive weekly updates on their children's screen time reports. With that being said, TimeFlex is not just a time-saving app for children and adults, but also a solution in dealing with screen addiction.
It, it becomes an important topic as college students, as technology becomes more integrated in the workforce, and students are expected at college levels to spend more time learning these technologies. And that concludes our presentation. Thank you.